19th. We are streaming an Asian session, so this is July 20th start. Hello. There we go. I'm gonna get these links things down one of these times.
I just woke up and Brian's like, oh wait, Mitch, you gotta go through and any channel you have open where you're watching yourself, any screen where you're watching yourself.
Me, I don't have a screen watching myself.
Never mind, it was my husband.
Oh.
Okay, I just woke up. Like I went to sleep, got off the stream, went to sleep. I just woke up and he was like, I can't get the stream to work. I can't get Mitch's Zoom to open. I'm like, all right, let me figure it out. Let me help.
Yeah, and generally I send the wrong link. I don't know what the. I swear that's what you guys look like. It says meeting IDs and then the passcodes. I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry about all that. Just when you open up, just do what I told you. Go and hit invite and copy and paste, and you'll be good.
Okay. So.
You breaking it down already?
I was just coming through here. It's not looking how I wanted it to look, but because I was expecting it to do this, right? To come down, to come in here, to then come back up, and then possibly come down. But it seems like it's going to do the opposite, right? But I don't know if we're going to get another retest to this level here.
My AU account is having a heart attack. Okay, I'm still holding that stinking trade from the other day and never got out.
Where are you? Like,
okay, 74.
oh my. We're like in 100 pip drawdown.
Oh, so I'm doing that here too.
Oh, he's holding also. Hey, I really didn't want it to go like this. Oh, what is this? Oh, but I really thought it was gonna do to respect that level and then to come back up. To at least get some of the retest from this move, right? This is this one, right? I was gonna respect that to come back up from here. Now we have this nasty long wick here and this long wick here. So I believe we're gonna get a retest to about here, is which I'm hoping still happens, but for the day, right? Because then when we break, we're still. Why is this changed? I had these all mapped out earlier. Because these are our next levels, right in here. So that's what this looks like. If we break, if we clear this, we're coming down to these levels. There's nothing stopping us. There's nothing at all. We gotta go back to 2020.
Did you hear that, Mitch?
Yeah.
He got me a 3-screen big, like I have a double arm. He got me a triple arm, and my mics are muted. He says, "Are you ready to mount this thing?"
Yeah.
That's not gonna sound good.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So I decided I need a third screen with all the stuff I do on the screens. I can't keep up.
Another one? Don't you have two now, right?
Yeah, I think one full screen is nothing but YouTube. So anything that flies in that screen or I put over there is exactly what YouTube can see. They don't see a window, they see an entire screen that I have.
Oh, okay.
So I just leave that one. So it leaves me working off of the one in front of me, and it's very hard to look at chat and trade and everything else that I do. It's very hard. So I'm going to have one screen designated for YouTube, one screen designated for my trading, and one screen for everything.
See, that's what I was just thinking about when I was coming in here trying to get my accounts, and then you've seen for the past 3 days I've been fucking up putting accounts up and live trades, and well, at least everyone knows that is a real account, right? I'm just afraid that one day I'm gonna pop up my like account numbers or something. There's gonna be my, you know.
I did that one day, but I only did it in a picture that I sent in Discord. And then I realized within the first few minutes what I had done, and I deleted the picture.
Yeah, that's yeah, and it's, you gotta like be careful, right? You don't know. I don't know what you could get, how far you could get what from, you know.
It depends on who you are.
Yeah. So I mean, they could see little information and then take all your information, right?
Right. Hey, let me see your. Hold on, let me go back to your chart.
So for some reason, my chart, my AU chart is not.
Can I draw on your chart for a second?
Which one, gold or AU?
AU.
Yeah. What time frame?
5 minutes. Wait, what am I on? 5 minutes. I'm gonna look at 2 things actually. That's 5 minutes. Click auto down in the bottom corner, and then bring in bring it in from the left. Squish at the bottom where the time is.
Oh, this one. Oh, okay.
Keep going. Right there. And bring it over from the other side too. So I can see that whole thing. Do you use this bar, this watch list bar to the side? Do you use it?
What watch list? This?
Outside of your chart, all the way over to the right. Do you use that?
Not always.
Okay.
Do you want me to get rid of it?
Yeah, see if you can make it small just for a sec.
If I don't know.
Uses his a lot. Hit that one more time. That same thing.
There we go.
Okay. This is what I'm seeing on yours. Well, it's marked on mine. So Brian has. Let me get some lines going. Brian has this. But I see this because it's more of a parallel channel. So I don't know if I can do that. imagine that from where I got in all the way down. At some point, if it breaks out of this, and this isn't really pretty because it's me just drawing on Zoom. So if you redraw those lines, and there's actually a channel tool that you can use where you can mark points, and then it will make the lines parallel for you. But it looks like if we can get out of that channel, we could go up.
Yeah, I have no clue about those trend lines and channels, and like I got channels, but not like that. Like, I don't know, on the other chart, I gotta figure out how to get my regular chart over here, because for some reason my this isn't, I did this setup real quick while I was sitting here, because it's not that at all. So I don't know what.
I'm gonna get my money back from AU.
Oh, we're going, right? So that's what I have. So we're saying inside this channel, right? And this channel, it's even on 5 minute, we got a nice order block right there, right? But this is the 15 minute, this 15 minute, that we got to come back into test, right? And we got another 15 minute here. I don't know. Everyone says that it, so on normal, right, that I see on like gold and stuff, normal pairs, that once you cross like this, it came in, this would be a breaker. But AU play runs weird, so I keep them up because I know AU is going to come back into this area and we're going to use it again. So I like to keep it there. I'm trying to figure out these order blocks, but normally this would be a zone, right? Because all the price came in here and got stopped out, so I would have had that as a main zone, as part of my rainbow on my other charts. I've been trying to get better at cleaning them up. But so I want to see it. We're respecting it. I want to see it come in, and if we break this, there's no reason why we're not continuing. And then this is that's how I've been trying to confluence AJ's style that he's teaching us, and then with the Raja style, the breakouts, and so with my normal price action.
If I could have just put my money over here and hit sell and then not look at this for a week, we would be Gucci. It'd be amazing. But I just picked the wrong bias and then did it again. And then didn't study it and didn't look at it. And it definitely moves different than gold. Absolutely moves. You know, this is the thing about currency, is that it can keep going and going and going. Whereas gold, I understand like gold's gonna come back. Gold's gonna let me out. Gold's gonna, like, I understand gold a whole lot better than the currency that just keeps going in one direction for a week. Because it feels like it.
Ooh, okay, they can't really hear you. I don't know how to adjust that.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, but I could hear you clear, so I don't know.
Alright, I think it's me. Hold on. Oh, that's good.
It would have to be me, because I could...
Oh, Mitch, okay. Go into your OBS.
Yes.
And do you have, on the audio mixer, do you have desktop audio?
Yeah.
Is it playing? When I talk, does it bounce up and down?
No, you're on my mic one.
Okay. Open up your settings in your audio mixer. It should say settings over to the side. And then, hold on, I'm going to go there with you. Click audio.
Yes.
Click for desktop audio, click default.
Default?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then okay, and then tell me if now it bounces when I talk on your desktop audio?
Yes.
Okay, good. They should be able to hear me now. So the desktop audio is like music and anything you have. Like if you play a video on your computer, if you play anything that has sound, they can hear the sound that your computer's making. And then your mic is of course your mic. So if you muted your mic, they can hear what's happening on your computer, but they can't hear your mic. So they operate separately.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's in two places.
Is it better, Steve?
If you look at the trading lounge, I made a banner for you for when you're live.
Hold on, I gotta try and figure out how to pull this up real quick. I'm gonna put it on there. 1 second. Oh, nice. How do you do that? I gotta figure out how to mess with those.
Oh, and Mitch, when you go to your desktop audio, push the volume all the way to the top.
So put the volume all the way up?
Yeah, put it all the way up. If it's not all the way up, then people can't hear the people
So now let me know, Steve, if that's better. I'm trying to tweak it out. Hear me now? Good. Oh man, now the background music's too loud.
hold on. Do you have your own music ready?
No, I don't know how to do that. I was just playing something on my desktop.
They're saying it's too loud on your stream.
Yeah, that's what Steve said.
Okay. So you open up that screen and then control the music just from that one window.
Yeah, there's like barely little. I lowered it. Let me know. I'll turn it off if you don't want. If it's too loud. I gotta figure out how to do this with the streams.
Yeah, Mitch likes to jam out when he trades.
Yeah. I just don't know the whole copyrights because I'd be playing, my playlist. Anything from rap to reggae to the blues. I listen to it all. So. Michelle's not talking. That was Brian in the background. Maybe that's why.
Let me open up your thing so I can see your chat.
So, I don't know. So, I still have my runners running from earlier. But I'm in drawdown still. Or not still, but I'm in drawdown.
I'm still in drawdown.
Because I took a
watching your stream now and your chat. Everybody give me a yes if you guys can hear me clearly.
See, for some reason it keeps going back. You guys are off my desktop. Now my desktop volume isn't... You're not talking with my desktop volume.
Okay, volume's good. Normally I'm too loud, so it's funny to hear somebody say we can't hear. Do you look at gold at this time, Mitch?
Not really. I mean... Ooh, excuse me. I don't really watch... Because there's no news, right? So I only trade gold during news. I did take a trade earlier with you guys, just because you guys were all... Luke hyped me into it, right? So after he... when he said what he said, I was like, let me just get in there. So I did get in there, but I only really traded during news. Okay. Hey,
Steve,
moving.
I don't... Caveman can hear me fine, but you can't. Check the different screens on your end and make sure your volumes are right. Like, turn up the volume on the one screen that's the Forex soldiers. Maybe that'll help. So, yesterday, do you see that big jump in gold right at the end of the day? I think Guala, I don't know if he's stuck with it, but he took a buy right around there, and I was in a sell. And I finally just set my sell for like 1 pip profit and went to bed, and it executed. And then and Brian comes in and mistakenly like wakes me up because he knows I'll get up to look at charts. And he's like, "Oh, good thing you got out because gold took off." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Don't. If the move is done, just go to sleep." Hopefully, Guala held that buy.
So I'm liking this buy right here, and right. So if I would take this here,
Okay.
just based off of how the candle prints, right? So sometimes the way I trade falls in line with how, you know, buy from the bottom and sell from the top, but sometimes I'm in the middle of the range because I trade all this, right? I'm not gonna just wait. I'm greedy, so I don't want to wait for price to come all the way down before I could enter in my trade. I want to enter in my trade before I go. If that makes any sense, right? Because waiting here, I got 2 entries before it came down, you know? Then I buy back up, and then I probably would have closed somewhere around here, right? Because I lost. I can't see my time frames now. So I am liking this, right? This tells me everything I need to know. I look for this before I take trades, because even in here, they're a little bigger, but I know that this one is coming when they get real close together. That's why I do, like when I did switch over from gold to AUD, it was easier because the structurally they move, keep structure, and they're and AUD's real respectful. Gold has a mind of its own. Raja is my daddy's in the building. Seven two capital. What's up? What's up?
Yeah, Raja's my daddy. Can't hear us either.
What? None of us? Not even me?
No, he can hear you.
Oh. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how to get this fucking shit. See, I gotta. I don't get it. Cause
When you go to your OBS and I talk, you definitely can see it moving, right? When I talk.
yeah, but I see you moving through my mic and my desktop now.
Mute your mic for a second and then tell me when I talk if it moves on your desktop audio. I'm talking. Tell me if that's working, and then let me see if you can still, because I want to see if I'm coming through on your desktop at all or just your mic.
It's moving, right? But you're still coming in on both of them.
Okay. I don't know if it's because you're using headphones is what's making the difference from when I do it from a mic. I couldn't tell you because it should pick me up from desktop audio, and when you hit mute on your mic, they may have been able to hear me. So it might just be I don't know. We can practice on a Zoom one day and see if we can figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
On a Zoom?
Hey, how about Raja as my daddy comes on and talks?
Yeah, Raja, come on. Right here. RJ. I'm gonna start calling you RJ.
Yeah, we gotta know your real name, man. Or something that shoots shorter than Raja as my daddy. It's a delicate situation, cause that is a mouthful.
Oh my gosh, I think it's the headset mix, but I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Guys, we will figure this out. I will sit here. I thought I had it, but it's hard doing it from your phone to.
Okay, so they can hear you and less of me. Go back to your OBS, mute your desktop, and then unmute it, and it should make your mic the more dominant.
All right.
It's a shame Raja Jr. cannot hear because I just gave the winning trade signal.
Oh yeah, we're selling signals. Me and Sasha's gonna have a signal selling a signal group coming up soon. She's gonna do the buys. I'm gonna do the sells. We're gonna hit them at the same time, right?
Oh, you don't want to take the buy.
No. We just send out buy and sell at the same time. That's the game plan.
Got it. And then you hopefully trade Mitch's signal.
Let's go. We just.
Caveman says I can hear you now. I think it is what it is for now.
All right, yeah. Just guys, bear with me. It's not gonna be like this. I just gotta tweak it. I probably don't have something on my display, right? Because I only have display capture as my source. I don't know if I'm supposed to have more than that.
No, you're good. You're good. Display capture just picks up that one window.
So I don't. I started. I'm not a fan of the 6 hours. I don't. I got it up here, but I'm really not a fan of it. I like this 12 hour. This move was nice. Well, it looks like it's getting ready for a sell. I am getting ready to enter on the close of this candle, depending on it. If it closes strong, it's going to be going up, but if it closes weak, it's going to be a liquidity grab to come down. So, can I check gold? Yes. See, now this chart's all different, right? The fuck happened to all my draws? I don't know what I've been doing lately. Trying to tweak this shit. So, let's see. Well, we're going up. A rejection. I believe we're coming back up. Where's that? Right. We got this rejection to the downside. Closed real weak. If it would have came closed at least like here, or maybe even here, I would have it'd have been better for me. I don't like. Yeah, it might get filled or it's the rejection, because look at all this here, right? So you got all this rejection here, all these wicks here, right? This wick respected that area. I mean, it pushed through all this. But just as far as how I trade and how I trade off candles, that to me, I'd be all in for buys. I would. Now, I don't trade gold these days, so I don't know. I haven't really been watching it except for with you. Exactly, caveman. Too many rejections, right? And it gave us the same kind of candle here. I mean, it did close like that, but it came up, right? To give us another one. This is real nasty. Like, I don't like these days. This is a nasty range. Right? Nasty rejection. Now, if we do break this, it's gonna be something, right? So, is there any news today? I know there's AU news at 9:30. Yeah, we got 9:30 news, AUD monetary policy. Nothing really, no big news except for AUD at 9:30 again tomorrow. Retail sales. Wednesday, we have crude oil investment at 10:30 a.m. Eastern for USD. Not much in the news business this week. Unemployment claims on Thursday for USD. I'm probably going to trade gold during that news. Unemployment. Yeah, so now look, right? We come down and look at this. Right? No bottom wick, right? But this candle here, after printing this one, I would have been in for a buy just off that, right? So some of these patterns, right? I'll only trade those patterns. I gotta go back and get back to the. I've been focusing so much on AU, the patterns for gold. I'd have to do some back testing before I actually get into it. Let's see how, if that one would have came down, we would have crumbled. See, now this is where AU and gold are totally different, right? So this has no wick, so you know that it's not going to go anywhere, right? And then this has no wick, so you knew it wasn't going down, it was coming up. But on AU, that don't mean shit on any time frame.
You know what's crazy? My chart doesn't have those two candles.
Your chart doesn't have those two candles?
Nope. What are you? You're not. Are you on Oanda?
No, it's mine.
Oh, gold Oanda does not have those two candles.
Where are they?
I don't know. I mean, they're there. They just don't look.
So it's just like that? That's the gap? I don't know. Mine are. Sometimes my broker. I only look at these ones because I don't. That's my my broker, right? So.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at your chart, going, when did that happen? And I go over to mine, and I'm like, oh, that didn't happen over here. Let me see if that happened on my broker. I'm looking at, of course, Trading View, and now let me look at my broker. I don't think it happened on my broker either, because I would have paid attention to that. Nope, didn't happen on my broker either. That was market open when your broker was loading up or letting off. That means your broker, like you're trading with your broker instead of with the market, I believe.
Trading with my broker?
Yeah, like you're making trades with your broker and they're filling your orders instead of like being with the market. I don't know. Don't ask me. That's way above my pay grade, and I do this for free.
I, hey, I make money off it, so I guess my broker's doing me a favor, right?
There you go.
I don't know. I'm gonna take this one. Raja, I am thinking the same thing. Um, I was getting ready to enter, but then we started looking at gold.
I would love to see like how picky you are on your entries.
How picky I am?
Yes.
I sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm not, right? Sometimes I will not take a trade until it hits my entry, right? But then sometimes I won't even wait. So here, right? If I was here, so if I was on the computers and I seen this play out, I would just take my trade, right? Psst, entered. As soon as this closed, this candle closed, I'd be in before this one even started printing. But then if I see it moving in a way, I gotta fucking. This annotate stuff's helpful, but it's annoying when you try and move your screens. So let's see if I could find. Oh, see, here's a perfect example. These right here, double bottoms, nothing said. Oh, okay. Up here, no wick, kept going. Here, no wick, we tested to keep going. AU is disrespectful in that manner. Because look, this one, no wick, right? Might be a wick. Sometimes if you zoom in. I don't know how. Sometimes there be wicks there. Right now we're ranging. I don't know if we're gonna get much. I don't know if we're gonna get much movement today, cause of until this news drops in an hour in an hour.
Oh yeah, AU is the only one that had a red folder today.
Yeah, it's like their Fed speak, their Fed talk, the reserve. Why are you looking for buys? We're in a downtrend, and price is not in its lowest range. Meeting. Send it again. I don't know if you that chart. Cause I don't wanna. I might have it still. You put it in Discord, correct? Or did you send that on the meeting? Okay, let me grab it. So you think it's coming up? What time frame was it on? I don't see the. Cause you think we're coming back to the 74,500 area? I mean, possibly. I mean, I don't know what time frame I was in. I found it, right? So I just don't know what time frame it is. And Steve, the downtrend, I'm looking for buys, right? I know we're not at our lowest, but I know I'm okay with getting 18 pips or so in Asian, right? Because then I go into tomorrow, still into today, with 18 pips up, right? That was the 4 hour. So we were what, this candle, right? Oh, I think it was here. She went down, then up, down again. Is what you thinking? I mean, we did. I think we're making the bottom right here on a 4 hour. No, this one's still coming down. We didn't break above price. We broke below it, came down. I mean, it did kind of close pretty strong, but I am almost certain that we're not. See, I'm gonna get it. And then this one's gonna go down. I think we're just consolidating. Seems risky. Still, I don't recommend buys. Yeah, and I don't recommend any trade that you're not comfortable with, right? So if you come into it, that's why I don't come into my days with a bias. My only bias is to get pips and go home, right? So that's what I think. I don't. I try to have an idea where the long term's going, but I won't hold, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm only gonna buy today at this point, or I'm only gonna sell at this point, because let's be honest, if the candles start printing, I'm taking it, right? Mitch, do you hold any trades overnight? I hold most of my trades that I take in Asian overnight. I'm trying to. I did have a position on the account that I trade gold with. I have an AU position that I'm holding for the week. So I'm trying to swing it and I'm gonna start with the week. So my TP for that one is right here. It'll be like right here probably. I'd have to pull it up, but I don't know how to do that without popping down which screen. Yeah, I am, cause then once I start swinging it on a week, I want to try and swing it more full time, like long term, like a month. Oh man, this was a nasty consolidation right here. 5 months fucking range. That's ridiculous. Oh, so I was looking at this earlier. Alright, this is the 12-hour. Let's go to this here. I believe it was here. So I didn't get to do as much back testing on this, on how they correlate, as I wanted to this weekend, cause I am not anticipating anything, right? I don't know how this is gonna play out, but if I were to anticipate it, I would anticipate a buy, right? Where the fuck is it? Alright, we gotta go back. Okay. Where was it? I had that chart I kept sending in. Into the Zoom earlier. Oh, we were past it. Right. Okay, here it is, right? So look at these. And it was just a little bit more cleaner on AU, right? But that's the exact, right? Candle, 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 candle. Those three candles printed together. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I could capitalize on it, but this move is pretty much the same move here, right? Until it stops. That candle printed the same exact candle. This candle printed damn near the same candle. That candle. So I don't know how. I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate them together, but I am trying to been watching them move, right? No, I am going to capitalize on both those moves, Raja. When it goes up and when it goes down, right? Because I'm just in it to win it, and I'm just nothing else. I'm going to get my pips and get out. So we got this nice rejection here, right here. I feel like we're coming up. Good evening, good evening. Happiness Fruits. So now I don't know if price is waiting for news or volumes waiting for news. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh. Well, glad I wasn't talking that long. I was talking to you guys. My mic was off. It's normally by now, uh, price normally tells you what it wants to do, in my opinion, right? So by now, I'm already in a trade, which I still am thinking about buys. Um, but it normally gives me a better indication on where it's moving by now. Just off of started really trading AU how I do. I back tested like 2 years of Asian sessions to see when the price moves and what times are the best to look for my entries, right? Because it's all about getting the best entry, and that's another reason why I like AU, right? So I could find my perfect example, right? You want to enter your buy, we're at the lowest, you miss it, it gave us two other chances to get in to get a better thing, right? Really, my this didn't close how I wanted it, right? This would have been a messy setup, but just um in overall, right? It gave you chances to get in to get this entry to come up, right? And you don't have to rush, right? I could take my time when a candle prints because it moves slow. I mean, unless it's like some high volume news, you hardly ever get those, like in gold, 100 pip move in fucking a 1 minute candle. Well, I forgot we got people in the Zoom chat. Okay. I think if this uh, 4 hour closes with how it is with the weak bearish, I am going to enter a trade. Yeah, I agree. Or pound and salt, right? I mean, so for some pairs, that's why I like to trade. Um, I like to trade AUD all day, every day, but I feel like I get easier moves during the Asian. I tend to hold less drawdown. Okay, man, what part of the world are you in? Oh yeah, well, just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride, right? Cause AU is a potheads pair, right? It moves nice and slow for me, so I don't miss my entries. Oh, what's going on with? I thought you guys were gonna get to see Brian. See, he keeps moving in front of his what is that? A stingray? Fuck it, Roger. I'm in. So I am working on getting. I'm waiting for my Dominion Markets account to my deposit to go through, and then I'll have an account just for the stream. I'll only trade on that. We're gonna put like, I don't know, I deposited some money, and then we'll go from there. We'll build the account. It'll be my Asian only trade. So it hits differently, right? Sometimes when that news hits, it won't move until tomorrow, or into London, which is technically my tomorrow. But and then also I've seen it like really react and then catch the correction in London to then finish the move, because it so AUD a lot of times will correct its move, right, from Asian to London, and then a lot of times it'll just keep moving in the same direction. You'll catch it across all the yeah. I mean that's what it is, Raja. I don't know what to tell you other than what I've witnessed and seen. But it'll move the same direction across all sessions. Yeah, I'm on the beach right now, sipping Mai Tais and Coronas. You don't see my hair blowing in the wind? Your microphone.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, wait. New monitors. I'm like, wait, something just happened.
Oh, you're hooking them up?
Yeah, we got a new triple monitor stand.
Monitor won't be here for 2 more days.
Oh, okay. You got one of them 146 like Guala?
No, I have. How big is that one up there? 20.
37. 34.
A 34.
34. We're gonna have 2 27s.
Walla just has one big one, I guess.
It's got the big curve monitor.
You dropped. Where'd you what position on what pair? They Raja pulled a Michelle, he said. You can't hear her because she just hopped on real quick. They are mounting her new 3-way stand. So now, Brian, now you got to get yourself a 3-way stand.
Oh, we were just looking at because I had a 2-way stand, and we were just looking at that. I'm like, this 2-way arm can just mount on this same bar because Brian sits directly across from me.
But I'm running a laptop, so I have my laptop screen and another screen. I can't have 3 screens.
No.
Ooh, that's it. I have 3, but one of them would just mirror whatever I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get these 2 screens to swap. I don't know. I'll figure that out.
No, okay, man. You're right. AUD does get a lot of. It does move faster, right? But I'm okay with the Asian. Basically, I like to get the pips in Asian and then find out where I am so I could get passive income and let my trade run overnight, right? I want my money to work for me, not me work for my money. Buys, baby. I want to learn AU and be a part of the AU gang. Yes, sir. What the latest hours giving me? I don't know if I'm gonna be taking a trade today. And I also feel way more comfortable going to sleep with my trade in AU than gold, right? I never let anything on gold run. When I trade gold, I have the tendency to get out after 17 pips, and then I miss the rest of the 35 that it moves, you know? Basically, I'm like how Luke was this morning, right? He pulls out, then he's like, fuck, I should have stayed. But AU, I'll hold a 200 pip drawdown and no, I won't. I lied. Because when Michelle's in a drawdown, I start sweating for her. Yeah, it moves super fast. I remember when the London started streaming. Luke came over and he first started streaming the New York streams, and I was like, "Yo, get ready to," because it gold moves even faster in NY than it does in London and all that. And I remember when they first came over to the stream, they were like, didn't know what to. I'm like, let's get it in. We gotta take buys. You gotta get in now, or you're gonna miss it. Oh, you held that trade? Nice. How many pips did you get? And more importantly, did you like and subscribe to the trading lounge? Nah, just kidding. I know you're always over there. No, he definitely is, right? And he has like these order blocks are something else. And I've always had the order blocks, but it just wasn't. I didn't call it an order block. I didn't know what it was. Nice, 150 pips. Nice. At a 20 lot. Okay, man, caught 150 pips on a 20 lot. Nice, bro. It. Oh, AJ, right? So he gave me the the where, right, and the how and the why. So I always knew that. So before I learned it, the about these order blocks and all that shit with AJ, I would do these, right? So I'll do this. So every time price came into here, why is that fucking black? I was playing around. Make it red for this example, right? So I would do this, right? So I knew that every time price would come into here, it would range, and then we'll have the move, right? So then I would wait for us to get into these channels, and this is where I would have my channels, like I was telling Michelle in the beginning of the stream when she was showing me the trend lines. Is that I used to have channels, and these are my channels. I still have channels, I just don't mark them out anymore. But I know that once I get in here, we got big moves, right? So then we could come down and see it on a smaller time frame, right? You got all these little candles came in here, and then it broke, and we came out, right? And then price every time did the same thing to came in that joint. And so then I didn't know where it was, right, and why that was until I met AJ, and he explained it by telling me what it was. Ew, I did not want. I am taking a buy as soon as we come down to make this lower wick, because then we're going to be coming back up. I've noticed that. Yes, I as far as what, like all my trades, yeah, I do, right? But I like to watch the higher time frames because on AU there's a lot of noise, and once I enter, I'll manage my trade in a 5 minute and a 1 minute, but there's a lot of fucking noise, and it's just hard to weed out, right? Because it's not, it doesn't respect anything, right? So you got these here that respected it, but this one here respected, and this one, I mean, you could look and see where this candle should have never left anywhere, right? No top, no bottom, but yet it still went up. Didn't move anywhere. Blew right through it. This one, closed. No top, no bottom. Still came down. No bottom wick, came down. So it's a lot of noise, right? And I can't picture the pattern that it's printing. I always look at the time frame before I trade. At what time frame? Higher time frames. I stay in a higher time frame, and then when I'm getting ready to take a trade, I go down to the lower. I take a trade in the higher time frames. Then when I'm managing it, I'll manage it, right? But I'll manage it in the lower time frames. So, but I mostly look at the hour and the 4 hour, and then I've been looking at this 12 hour because I really like the way it prints. But then I'll also like to try and get the better entry. Like right now, I'm gonna get down to the 15-minute because I'm trying to catch the seat. The 15 has no wick on top, and I don't like that. That's why I don't like to stay away from it, because it's pretty solid for my buys based off this, right? 4 hour is what I'm going off of. 2 hour closed.
Incoming call. Incoming call. Your daughter is calling you.
Sorry, that was my daughter. I don't know if you could hear the ringtone. The 2 hour even closed like that. Now coming down to make our bottom wick. I think I'm entering. I really want to enter, but I'm not going to. See, now you're gonna see me. This is how I normally am, right? Clicking through all the time frames, click, 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 until I see my entry. It took sales at 73.45, which is probably the break of. Oh, you're at the low, right? Based off this candle here. I don't know. No, at the high time frame. My cells from earlier are still playing out nice now. I've been holding this cell since 73.37.8. Back in on the 8:30. No, 9:30. Sorry. Eastern. I don't know where everybody is at. Yeah, no, that's a runner. That's like a 90% close. That's just like a .01 running right now. Which is money, right? I'm cool with it. I'm gonna hold it. I'm trying to find the confirmation that would have given me this entry so I could log it, but I can't find anything besides this. But I'm not so sure that this would have been strong enough for me to take it on a regular basis. Once I seen that it played out, I could say that it. Do I use magic keys? No, I do not use magic keys. I use magic fingers, right? I don't have magic keys. I want to get an I thought about getting magic keys, but then I know myself and I know that I'm just gonna be like click 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 clickety. I can't have that many buttons in front of me. They do gold analysis. Yeah, and then I mean I don't want to, bash or nothing because it's a good thing, right? I just to me there's I've been hearing people say that it's been messing up on them and they're not getting their entries. I don't know. I don't have one, so I don't know how true that is, or is it their software in their computer? Is it the magic keys? So. But this way, I can't blame nobody better than myself for not clicking fast enough. We have news in about 15 minutes. Your cell phones. So you're trading on your laptop and your cell phone? Or are you just trading on your straight through your cell phone? I mean, as soon as I take an entry, I go to get ready to close my portions in how I want. Also, I think there's a new account that I'm going to create for this stream. I think I'm only going to take like 3.33 lots at a time. So I think I'm going to trade like that. And then close them. I want to try that instead of just me buying a whole lot. Get into one lot, break it down like that, so then it'll make it easier. Feel more comfortable using my cell phones in the place of position. Yeah. But I use my laptop with the monitors. Hey, whatever works for you, right? That works for you. It's like people are massively successful with magic keys, right? But just I couldn't. I would sit there and press every button, and I would blow my account in 3 seconds just playing. So, but yeah, shit, it works for you, right, bro? You getting the money with it? Like I was saying before I had to run out real quick, I'm gonna start taking multiple positions to equal my regular position, and then close them like that, to see how better my exits are. At this point, I got like 3-4 accounts open, but it's because I am constantly trading and constantly changing my style. Not changing it, just trying to tweak it and figure out how to get better entries and better exits. And did I do gold analysis? I touched gold analysis briefly. I don't really trade gold in these days, but I also don't really trade gold in Asian. I never really did. I would trade GJ during Asian, but I haven't touched GJ since March. The middle of March. I left her. She ain't know how to act right. News coming in. I am going to place a buy limit. Right here. 33.88. So I wish Sasha was on so I could ask her about how the economy is doing over there, so I knew a little bit better on what this monetary policy is gonna have. So right now I want this candle to close, this 15 to close bullish. I still gonna put my buy limits here, but just a little bit. give me a better. And I'm gonna throw a sell stop or a sell limit. I don't know where I could get this sell stop. I'm not gonna do a sell stop. I'm only gonna put a buy stop. I'll enter the sell manually. I don't. 6 pips isn't enough. It feels like 7, 8 pips because my stop would be right here. If it was at least 8 pips, I would, but 6 pips is just my fucking commission. So normally I would try and stay away from these candles. This 15-minute, I would wait. I don't like these. These don't give me a direction either way. I use, for my gold, I have Dominion Markets. Because the spread is way better. My gold on my Forex.com one is fucking ridiculous. It's like 8 pips. And I'm not about to send them an email and argue with them, so I just Blueberry and Owanda. What are the spreads like on there? And the commissions? And then I also use Dominion because of the leverage. So on my Forex, I got 1 to 50, 50 to 1, however you want to say, 1 to 50 leverage. I like Dominion because it gives me a better leverage for gold. But I have a AU trade going right now on there. The commissions are a little bit more high on Dominion markets. And really there's no incentive for me. I mean, if I get I could get a Magic Keys now, but I don't really want one. No commissions. So there's no pro accounts. So on gold right now, what would your spread be? Oh, that's not bad. go. So I'm getting ready to take a sell, another position. Oh, my buy limit is hit. Now I'm not. Now I'm about to manage this. That's the only downfall, right? Yeah, I don't do demos. I will play with a demo. I would want full margin here, right? And then blown the account because it's not my money. So now we're testing this because this shit closed shitty. For real? You blew your account and they let you keep trading? Fuck yeah, bro. I set that limit. I told you we was going full limit on that. Or full margin. I had my buy limit got hit. See, I don't like the leverages that they give us in the US. We got some terrible leverages. Gold is having a nice nudge up. Damn, you think? That's the 12-hour candle. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's for a little. Yeah, buys at this candle here would have been it right here. Would have still been that entry from earlier that I was talking about. That'd have been and holding it, that'd have been a good chunk of change. Yeah, the leverage. That's all we could get in the U.S. That's all they'll allow us. Is the leverage is 50 to 1. You never, right? AJ put me onto the 12-hour candle. Oh. Oh, nice. Out the country. So how's that been with during coronavirus? Working out the country. Throw the 6-hour in there. Works for me. Accounts with no have other accounts with no spreads, no commissions. Would have oh, so you get like a fix. Yeah, it's a spread, $7 per trade. Per trade or per like lot or 100,000 units or whatever. Yeah, COVID ain't a big deal here neither. I was just wondering about getting it, being out of the country during that shit. Per trade, that's not bad. Cause you figure mine is 350 per lot. I believe that's what my commission is right now. And that's blackberry or blueberry That's $7. That's the Wanda one. Yeah, that's what I said per lot. Did I say something different? See, mine is I don't have lots, right? Mine I don't have one lot. It's per 100,000 would be my spread, right? So when I buy a lot, right? So when you see my account and I bought that one size, Raja, um, oh, blueberries not allowed in the USA. That sucks. Yeah, I believe with my broker, only mine. The minimum I could buy is like a .110 lot or a .10. Is there even like a crypto? How Dominion you could? Well, let's go. Yeah. No, definitely. Especially since I really only use that. But wait, bro, you supposed to get the good accounts. You're supposed to have like the. Yes, I am in buys. 33.88. Yeah, commission. You said it. What is that? Trade view? Forex? Like the trading view that we were looking at? Yeah, that's what I paid 350 per lot, but it would be you gotta it's per lot, but it's I don't have lots, right? I don't have one lot, two lots. I can't. The lowest I could buy is a .10. Uh, so for me, it would be like 100,000. When I enter trades, I enter it at per thousand. And I will hold this buy until London, because we're coming up to. We're gonna come into this order block here, and this new one formed here. Alright, so I had it, and it respected it, did the exact same thing, just came down a little bit more. I cannot explain why I don't have lots. But I will give you the number to my broker, and you could call them and ask them. I've been with them for so long. So, let's see. Markets, trading, commissions. So, yeah, 350 per 100K traded, which would be equivalent to one line. I have no clue. I was looking on the website. It don't tell me why. So let's just go with because they want to be complicated. And I've been fucking with them for what, 4 years now, 3 years now. So I just stick with them. Forex.com. No, it's not it's a $5 lot. I was thinking of another account I have. See, my broker gave me, Forex.com gave me a $5 lot, commission lot in the beginning, but I called them and sat on the phone with them for fucking hours to get my spreads, my commission down, because I was getting ready to drain my account. Yeah, basically, if you ever want something different from your broker, you just gotta call them, guys. And basically tell them, like, look, that's what I told them. I said on the phone, the person couldn't help me. Yeah, and if they don't help, then I pull out my account. Then I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go somewhere else. I'm with you guys because I've been with you. I started with y'all. I'm grown with you. I started off with $1,000 in my account, and it's to where it is now. So, you know, I could pull all that out. Bet you your boss will be mad at you for fucking letting me walk away, right? Yeah, nah, just how, you like to take the entries on your phone. Works for you. I'm cool with it, man. I don't try and everybody's style is their own style. Everybody's style works for them. If it doesn't work for them, then that's they're forcing it. But if you have your own style and your own what works for you, if it works, it works, right? I don't want to knock no one. I hate when hearing like guys bash other guys and like, dude, why can't we just? Who cares? Like if he buys the mid range, it's not my pocket. I don't care if you buy the mid range. I'm buying, I'm gonna buy the mid range and the low. You know what I'm saying? It's just really at the end of the day, there's no right way to do it. There's only your way that works. Because if there was one right way, then we wouldn't be making fucking money. That's for goddamn sure. Dude, this isn't even. We're all the way back here. Yeah, and I like take everything into one and try and everything that I hear, I'll be sitting here and guys hop on or I'm reading the chats and they're talking about this and that and I'll Google and if I fuck with it, right? If it just catches my ear and it makes sense what you're saying, then I'll give it a whirl. If it works for me, it works for me. I'll add it in. If not, then that's not exactly way too many egos. Yeah, they're yeah. Having a dick swinging contest. I ain't gotta have a dick swinging contest. I know my shit swings. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. I just try and stay out of all that. I'm just here to fucking have a good time, laugh, enjoy with you guys. Try and give the little bit of fucking knowledge I have on AU and everything else, and just have a good time, man. Fucking life's too short to be mad and fucking yelling at each other and all that shit.
Mitch, we know you're flexing with your minivan.
No, but I say that's what it is. Like it's just come on, guys.
We know, Mitch. You're playing the strong hand over there.
You guys get the mounting up?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm adjusting. I now have a monitor that I feel like is in the sky.
Oh, it's the 3, like 2 here, 1 up. I don't know if you.
Yes.
2 here and then 1 up there.
Because my one monitor is really big, and there's no way I'm gonna have like a bank of monitors wrapped around me. So put 1 up high. So I did, and yeah, it's kind of interesting because my chart. I mean, it's the biggest monitor, so now my chart's on it. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm using it as my YouTube monitor right now because I can't figure out how to get my monitors to flip around. So my son's gonna have to help me with that. But
to flip, as in to change, I think you go into your preferences, and you do your. I don't know. Hold on, I can't do that while I'm live.
Man, I clicked everything, and then he walks up and he'll go click, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yes.
I even called him. He was at the lake. He's like, I'm on my way home, and then he walked in here, but I was on the phone. I was saying earlier, one of our
Fix your mouth computer.
one of our
display settings.
yeah, I went there.
Then you gotta identify it, and then it'll detect it, and then you just move them, right? You go down.
Yeah, I did that. How do I make that bar come here? Remember how you made this bar come to this monitor? I don't remember. It's right here. Right here. It's already open. It's open. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. You just have to click the box. And I never see the box. I'm all looking for a drop down menu, and it's one box. You just have to check mark it. I'm telling you, this is like the second time he's done it for me. I'm really smart, but I'm like, why? Why can't I find the one box? I searched for 20 minutes before I called him. Okay, Jace, one more thing. I want everything on this screen to show up there and everything on that screen to show up here. But, hold on. Okay, so manually move it.
Well,
Oh God!
he said, yes, just.
Did you know what he just told me, bitch?
God.
I'm like, I want everything on this screen to show up in this. He goes, then just click and drag it to that screen. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. That's hilarious. So funny. Okay. That was like. Jace, you do think I'm smart, don't you? No, I built computers. What do you mean I'm not smart with computers? I was just like, why did my monitors reverse? Because everything, when this was down here, everything that was on this screen was over there. And I was like, well, when I rewired it, why did they flip flop? I couldn't figure it out. And then all of my windows here were up here. And I was like, why are all my windows up there? Oh my gosh, that's such a. Yeah.
Well, 95% of traders losing because 85% of those are in a signal group. And if you join my signal group, you'll get a buy and a sell at the same time. I really want to do one after hearing that is. If I get $150 and charge 2,000 people, I could fucking not have to trade no more. Or I could just full margin like Raja Jr. over there and shit every trade.
There you go. I can't believe that one little checkbox. I just can't believe it.
Yeah.
Now, why are all my icons over here all of a sudden? I don't. Oh my gosh, they went crazy. I don't want my icons over here. I want them on the other.
Nah, okay, man, I'm not really doing that. I'm just fucking around. I really don't like people like that who more power to it, right? If you can make money and you're a salesman and you can sell your signals and whatever, but to me, like that, people like that is why you get bad. Forex gets a bad taste in their mouth when people hear it, and then those people that are like, "Oh, give me $200 now and I'll turn it into $2,000." Like, come on now, is that really? Is that really fucking what it is? You know, it's a scam. Everyone knows it. I'm not gonna give you. There's no way in hell I'm gonna trade and turn your $200 to fucking 2,000, and I'm not taking anything. Just everybody's a scam, right? Yeah, I mean you could fucking. Like, the amount of effort they put into scamming someone it's more effort than it is to just learn to actually make fucking money. Right? There's more than way. Like, so yeah, we like to trade, so we trade Forex, right? I enjoy it. But there's a million other ways that I can make money without trading it, without scamming someone. And still work for myself, right? What time it is? Yeah, I mean, it's, and then you get a bad taste, right? So I almost fell into the IML scam, right? I almost did it, right? But then something told me to ask questions, right? And so I thought I was new fucking so much shit. I was big shit popping, and I asked them simple questions, right? I don't know every vocabulary. I'm not the most. I barely could explain my thought process most of the time on how I take a trade. But when I ask you what a retest is and you're telling me something totally different, or I'm talking about retracements and you're like lost, that dude did not know what the fuck a retracement was. He didn't know what a lot was. He didn't know what the fucking nothing. Like, how are you a trader and you're gonna teach me, give me ways to trade, and you don't know what a retracement is? Then it came, right? Then it was, oh, you just, if you get someone and tell them to sell them this fucking dream, they'll pay for yours. Yeah, no, like this group, like when really this was all started by Michelle, right? Michelle brought us all together. The one day we were in there, she's like, "Hey, let's keep the." Can told Luke from Luke Trades London. Uh, Everyone here follows him, but if someone clicks on this, go follow him. And the live trading lounge. Remember the live part? But Michelle, she brought us all together, right? She was like, "Hey, let's do it," and it was just like, what, like 10 of us at the time from uh, Market Fluidity, and then we just kept growing and growing, and that's and it has pretty much stayed. People coming in and having ideas and giving ideas, and we're sharing our ideas, and look at everyone's trading style, how it tweaked, right? I wish I would have like done some kind of logging on to where my percentage was then to where it is now, right? And how it tweaked, and to see my different positions, because I have tweaked my strategy since we started the lounge.
It's kind of interesting how it just kind of started to unravel effortlessly.
Yeah, we didn't. And that's like the sign of good, of like a good idea or a good thing, because we didn't do anything. Like, we literally just sat there and talked for hours, how we do every day, and then you started throwing it up on YouTube, and so many people entered. Now,
Today when Sammy was talking,
here and there, I was in and out. I was, I only trade till about 11:30. So I was here, but I wasn't there.
I need to go back and watch it. Like he was explaining some really good stuff. Like there's so much to learn. There just is so much. Everybody has different ways, but he was breaking down basically like the top of a chart and like your sweet spot for entries, and it was really interesting. But at the same time he was talking, I was doing something else. I don't remember. I couldn't really focus on what he was saying because for me to focus, it takes a lot. I have to, like, nothing else can be going on. And I have to go back and watch what he was doing. But again, like him and Ray and just, you know, AJ, there's so many smart people sitting on the sidelines watching these streams that have a lot to offer.
Yes, and not everyone has the money to join the family. I'm glad that I did pay the money for market fluidity, uh, fluidity, because I met you guys, right? And then also the money, the managing trade. Raja revolutionized that, right? The breakdown and brought that in, him and Uncle Ted. Because before that, I never managed to trade how I did, close portions and all that shit. And I take that till this day. I'll still manage my trades like that. Not as hard. Like I don't close 50% right away. I like to give my trades a little bit more, room to live.
Right.
I think he said the wrong thing. Oh. Yeah. Probably did. Maybe maybe they didn't want to learn how to roll up and how to adjust to no FOMO.
I can't believe I just asked my son like the simplest things that should have been common sense.
Yeah, well, you sleep like 3 hours a day, so.
Mitch, I got off of here today after 2 o'clock your time. I streamed from 10 p.m. till 2 o'clock p.m. today. So, yeah, I was telling Brian, like, I'm sitting here now because we're, like, setting this up. I did enter a little gold trade, so I'm going to see how that plays out, because if we hold, then this might be, if I'd have held here yesterday, oh my gosh, it was the top yesterday. So I'm wondering if we're hitting the top again and going to have some resistance. And if I'd have just held my trade yesterday, so I'm sitting here just patiently waiting and seeing if this is a setup for a full day.
Okay.
But other than that, I should really get off of the computer and out of this office chair. I told Brian I'm gonna have to like come up with some exercises that I'm gonna do, like stretches and yoga while I'm trading, because like I sit in this chair for so many hours I don't even realize.
See, that's why I got weights next to my next to my desk. So when I'm sitting there in a trade and it's moving real slow, I'll just work out or I'll get up. That's why I get up a lot, and you'll see me. I'll be stretching and like I sitting here. I could sit here, but I'm constantly moving because I hate sitting still. Right? I hate being in a fixed position. That's why I'm on this side of the screen, this side of the screen. I'm laying back.
Now I have to figure out how to put a video card into my new computer, or when this third monitor comes in, I only have 2 video ports, so I got to figure out how to get the third video port to work, the third monitor, and then
You could buy an adapter.
I click around between so many screens and windows, and it's like it's too much. And then my trading, like I miss trades, or I'm in a trade and I miss getting out because I'm like focused on a chat or a different screen, or somebody can't hear something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm trying to do the chats and stuff. That's why I hope nobody's in the. I think we're the only 2 in the Zoom, anyways. But I I can't pay attention to the chat, the charts, this chat. I miss one or the other, right? And even when I'm in yours, I'll get bored and I'll hop in the chats, and then I'm like, shit, fuck, I missed this AU move. I think that happened the other last week or something. I took a late entry and I just because I missed it and I didn't get the best entry, but
I'm about to take my first stop loss. My first structured stop loss.
on what?
Wah, wah, wah. It's okay. I tested out this level. The level didn't work. Well, you know, a couple people called it to 20, and we're almost there. I don't know, is Sasha on the scene? Where are you, Sasha?
Yeah, it's just us. Cause I only posted it in Discord. I don't know if I'm ready to drop it in the Slack just yet.
Oh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would just let it build, and then, yeah, I wouldn't do that yet. That's what I said about the trading lounge. Like, I wasn't just gonna fall off and drop it over there. I was gonna wait until it builds a kind of foundation. Because over there, you can, you know, they're pretty critical.
Yeah. And then I didn't know about the whole, sending it in. If you're not sending links, you're not trading certain styles. I didn't want to step on toes. That's why I'm doing this stream on these days, right? And not every day because my boy Mac does streams Tuesdays and Thursdays, Asian.
You know what? I already hear AJ because AJ got on and was like, "Who's in these gold buys?" And I'm not. I'm like, actually, I just took sells based on a weekly level. Yeah, weekly level.
Hey, Sham.
Yeah, man. Hello.
How you doing?
It's so early. It's like 5 a.m. here. I had freaking cats fighting outside my window.
And they woke
Yes,
you up?
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Like horny ass. Okay, am I on the YouTube? Oh my god.
Yeah, no, we're good. I already marked this, not for kids.
Okay, horny ass cats. I'm telling you, it was so loud. It was so loud. Yeah, and they. Yeah. So hence you find me awake at this time. And I'm like, okay, let me go and catch some peeps, man.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to go and hang with people. Yes, what is going on? This is my first time on your stream, man. Well done, Mitch.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I am still holding my buys right now. Is Raja Jr. still here, or he's the one who left? He was mad because Sasha didn't get on.
Sasha is his sister.
Yeah, that's what that guy said.
Well,
Yeah.
Sasha just marked him safe and made him a brother. It's marking him safe.
Yeah, so you're in these sells right, or these buys right now, Michelle, on gold?
No, I'm in cells.
You're in sells on gold.
Yes, Cody tested that theory, and it hit a level, and so I'm trading off of that level. Now, is it smart? I don't know.
No, I actually think it might come down. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't like this. You see how so this is why I like Asian, right? Now, these patterns right here, right? Every time you could take a re-entry, right? So this is where it would have started, and you could have just kept another position, right? So now you got to see how this candle, this 15-minute candle closes, and I would have to see, or this closed already, right? So I got to see how this one prints. Because if this make, the way it's looking, right, it's going to do the same, keep doing the same move over and over again.
Well, if it pulls back half of that candle, I might be okay.
Well, gold is going down, guys. We can't hear the Zoom group. I said that gold is going down. There you go, guys.
Yay, my first Asian session. I'm breaking barriers every day. Loving it.
You don't trade Asians?
Okay, so you're saying that gold steadily, or a pair steadily moves either direction, upwards or downwards, without any craziness. So that's what gold is doing, right? Just moving up steadily.
Yeah. So and it's giving you the confirmations, right? So you're in the trade, but so you're in a trade, right? And then you get this candle, it closes. Now after this candle, I'm gonna add another position, right? Bam. Now I have this, so now I'm gonna add another position, bam, because this candle. So now I have all these positions, and now I'm gonna close them.
Yeah. How cool. I choose to learn. Yeah.
That's just how I notice, right? And I don't really watch gold as much as I used to, and I really never really traded it during Asian, but I do see the market of Asian, right? The Asian, how Asian moves in general.
Understood.
Oh, Steve Green's here. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hello everyone, how are we doing?
Hey, man. Good.
You good?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Yeah.
Good.
I've got a few days off work, so it means I can be trading all day. It's bloody great.
Awesome. See, you're going to be on the calls you're going to be on all three sessions. That's going to be very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're living the dream, Steve.
I'm going to have to get the matchsticks out for my eyes, like you, Michelle.
I just got a new monitor stand, and this third monitor is so high that I legit am leaning back in my chair to watch my trade. Like, I'm laid back just so I can keep my eyes on this monitor, so I'm not sitting here staring up. We're gonna see if I like this setup.
Somebody make this thing and say that they can't do
Yeah. No, did it just go out? 72 Capital. Did it just go out, or because I didn't adjust anything.
They've had a hard time hearing us for a while. Hey, you know what, Mitch? I had to okay, this happened to me, and I had to rearrange my speaker wires. I swear, Mitch, I think it's your headphones.
Oh, Junior's back, full margin.
Well, you know what? Raja does his headphones, and everybody can hear his Zoom. Don't ask me.
I don't know. Can you hear him better now?
Testing. Can you hear us?
Is your mic kind of volume on?
Yeah, it's not just me, it's everybody. It's not on my end.
Michelle, I had to have both streams going. The live, the live trading lounge and Forex soldiers, so I could hear both of you. It was quite weird.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to tweak it in.
Full margin margin buys on what? What is he buying?
I don't know. AU maybe?
AU.
Oh, good. Hey, let's go. I've been there waiting on y'all for a week.
Yeah, no, we entered the trade together.
Oh my gosh, I've been in buys on this for way too long.
You entered with Junior?
Yeah, I put the buy limit and then he hopped in, so we're AU to the moon, AU gang.
Let's go. AU owes him some money because he took my trade.
Oh yeah? Raja, you owe her money. I gotta fix this lag in this thing too in my stream. I gotta tweak this. But it's like my third session, guys, so just bear with me.
You're doing just fine, Mitch. You're doing just fine, mate.
Thank you. I honestly, if we break this, why is this here? I think I was playing around or something. Did I move that? What? If we break this, we're going back to where Michelle entered that.
They can hear now, so.
They can hear us now. Whatever you did worked.
I unplugged my head. Oh, you know what it might be? My headphones. I had my computer volume was down.
There you go.
I wonder if I put my headphones back in, would it be better? Cause I didn't even think about that. The actual volume to the computer, cause I don't have that volume. I don't use the volume on my computer. I stream on my volume goes through my TV that I got.
Michelle, through that, you said it was a weekly level you were selling from gold. What weekly level was that? Wasn't clear.
Cody did this ICT video over the weekend, and so after we back tested it, we went and we started marking up charts, and I'm not even sure why I put a line.
I got. If you want to annotate on I got gold pulled up. If you want to annotate.
Oh, I know why. I can tell you why if you want me to share.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me figure that out. Okay. Share. So, Mitch, you have to click the little thing next to share. Either you unshare and I share.
Click the little thing next to share.
I think it says security, Mitch, and then you have to enable sharing.
Enable sharing.
I know. I'm trying to get onto Mitch's. Okay, Mitch. Hold on, guys.
Yes. How you doing?
Pretty good. Just trying to keep the peace in Colombia, trying to keep the lights on, the power going.
Oh, that's where you're at?
Yeah, I'm an electrical engineer, so I work on new plants, power stations, substations, all that good stuff, hydro plants.
Oh.
Trying to keep these guys going. China just lost their dam today and all their hydro plants.
For what, storms or something?
Nah, they had a lot of rain, I guess, supposedly.
Wow.
A lot of rain. It's all over the world. It's in Germany, it's in Belgium, it's in...
Yeah, no, I've seen that Europe and...
It's just rain everywhere, and dams are overflowing, hydro plants are shutting down, you gotta reroute power, you gotta set breakers and voltage regulators, and you've got, it's people are out of power everywhere, and then down here in Colombia, they had a little bit of rain, some issues, but I'm secure in this area, and everybody has their different areas where they need to. a lot of it's classified. I can't even talk about new plants and where we are and whatnot. So, especially we're on a live stream.
Yeah, maybe not.
There's certain things I can say, certain things I can't. So I just have to be careful.
Yeah, no, that's pretty
We're
sweet.
here to help. I pretty much come down to help everyone and get a job done. So, but I see how you guys are. Honest to God, I've always traded higher time frames, weekly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And I learned from this trading academy out of West Palm Beach. I paid a lot of money for it. And then I watch other people's streams and whatnot and see how they're trading and trying to learn, trying to help others and whatnot. But you guys are doing really good. Let me tell you, you guys are putting something really good together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And like Steve was saying earlier, we need to keep a good bunch. I totally agree. Totally agree. It's just all the other ones that ruin it for everyone. And I don't want people getting burned out. And you guys, and there was one gentleman that was on today. He knew stuff really good. No, it wasn't AJ. It was somebody in between.
Sammy.
Sammy, yeah, that guy. He's very knowledgeable. I never learned that style, never learned it that way. But I went back and I lost the internet. I was going to talk with you guys earlier, but I went back and back tested a little bit. I'm like, Jesus, lines right up. It's really good. It lines right up. I never knew that. So every day, you never know. I've been around. I'm in my 50s, but I've been around a while. But you'll always learn something new every day. Never say you don't learn anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Always learn.
And if you didn't learn anything, then you didn't try hard enough, right?
Exactly. So learning is a key. Helping others is a key. Always. That's brought up. That's in my blood. Got to help the other ones. Some take a little longer. Doesn't matter.
Go.
Have patience. Help.
Yeah, go.
Some people are struggling with that. And what Steve was on about earlier was people taking advantage of the weak and whatnot. And I totally agree with him. That we shouldn't even have that. But you have somebody that doesn't sell signals. I thought you were on about selling signals. I'm like, what's he doing?
No.
What's he doing?
I've been talking about this since they brought up the calculator and calculated how much people made off these signals. I was like, man, I could.
That's bad though.
If I sell highs and lows, I could double it, so that'd have been 600,000 guys.
Oh man, it's really bad. I got caught up in that years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I got caught up in signals and whatnot. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So what they were doing. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna bother with this. But how AJ lined up with the order blocks. Now I know how to do order blocks I taught myself how to do order blocks, and I've watched other people too. But order blocks on a 1 minute where they all line up, they're in a certain, they'll bounce between $1, $2, or whatnot, and they'll go like that for like 3, 4, 5 hours, and all of a sudden you get something coming in, a volume coming in or news coming in, and it just breaks out either up or down.
Yeah.
And I see that line up, and I see that same thing lining up as AJ was saying, and that kid is pretty smart, boy. I never saw that before, but that is pretty good. And Michelle with the gaps, I never saw that, never knew that.
Yeah,
and now I'm starting to see it.
Yeah, but now, like. So the gaps, people are like, oh, that doesn't work. Well, not everything works 100% of the time. If it worked 100% of the time,
everybody be millionaires,
right? So you got to take it into Confluence. So you got to add that into Confluence. Will it cover this gap? Will it not take this gap? And a lot of the times it does, right? So, but also the gaps that she has are like miracle gaps, right? So when she says it's gonna fill a gap, I'm in it, right? I'm holding, right? Everything else can tell me, and as long as I'm holding, right? Because we generally come down and fill the gaps. I think it was once that it didn't, and it eventually did, but even then, right?
On this trading group chart that I'm looking at on yours, is that considered a gap where you have the top white line and then you have a bullish candle going up?
and it looks like the candles don't overlap. I think it's right around 11 o'clock area, right there where you just had your mouse.
This one?
Yeah, right down. Follow it down, and where you have a line through it. It doesn't look like the candles overlap. Is that the exact gap you guys talking about?
No, so this chart won't show it, right? I'd have to show you my broker one. That's where I get my gaps, right? So the trading view doesn't really have these gaps through this, but if you go to my broker, now the broker will have my gaps, right? I don't have as big of gaps as Michelle's are, or as many, but I will find some gaps that she has. Because that's where she calls her gaps out on. She calls her gaps.
Yeah, she calls them gaps, but I'm sorry, go ahead, Steve.
So I was just going to clarify. Is she talking about imbalance, or is she talking about actual price gaps? There's a bit of a difference, isn't there?
It's an actual price gap. So on my candles, it's a price at which the candle, let's say the high of the previous candle is 1800, and then the low of the new candle is 1800.1.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
There's a gap there. There's a 1 pip gap in between where the two candles didn't technically touch. So the high of the close of the previous and the low
open on the
of
next
new
one
candle don't touch.
And Michelle, how do you find them? Do you literally go through in detail and find them, or do you have?
Yes, I look at a 1 minute chart. Like we just had a gap close. We rejected off of it in gold. Let me see how many pips we rejected off of. So from there to there, we rejected almost 10 pips. Yeah, 10 pips off of the gap. We hit the gap. I think we closed it. And then jumped back down 10 pips, went sideways. Then we went through the gap. And now we have a gap that opened below that gap I was just mentioning. That I think we might head back down to right now. So as the candles print on the 1 minute, we put lines on them. We put green dotted lines when we see a gap. And then when it closes, we go and delete the line.
Yeah, it's at 816.
Like we're headed to the gap right now. And so it might hit that gap and then reverse. And I just use them as points of, when you start watching a chart move, like what happened earlier that I sent Sasha, when you start watching a chart move 160 pips and it stops on one of my green dotted lines and reverses on a pip, you're like, whoa, that's just way too coincidental. So I started thinking like an engineer. I'm not an engineer, but I started thinking maybe these gaps are little signals, that they leave in the chart to communicate. Because honestly, when it comes to algorithms and computer programming and things like that, every bar, every sequence of candles could be a coding language, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's correct. You are correct about that.
Okay, because that was just a theory I came up with, and I started seeing these gaps, and I was like, okay, maybe this is how they communicate to each other. Hey, we're going to create a reversal here, and blah, blah, blah. And so I started back testing it. Of course, that took a long time, so I was like, let's just start testing it moving forward. And like right now, we are headed down to this gap, and I will not be shocked if we pin the gap and it becomes a turning point. However, this could have been the whole reversal. This could have been the signal to the reversal. Like we have a gap, we're going to go up. Now we've left a gap, we're going to come back down. Now you guys know, whoever the market makers, whatever, they're signaling to each other, this is our reversal point.
Where's the next gap that you spotted, Michelle?
Okay, the one that we have right now. Now, okay, here's my current trade price, because my price is different than y'all's. My current trade price, 1817.8, 1817.7. So
is this the current chart that you're on right now? I see a small gap. Now it's closed, but if that candle would have closed.
Oh, no. I don't know what you guys are looking at, actually.
Y'all
are looking at Mitch's chart.
Yeah. Well, I have yours here, too. I have yours open, and I have Mitch's open.
Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, you're looking at... y'all don't see my broker. because of my account numbers on there. I could honestly
You
show
can hide
my
that.
chart. I just have to cover my account number. I can do it on YouTube, but I can't do it on Zoom. There's no way I can cover it on Zoom. I can hide it, but I can't hide. I have an extension to my account number,
Right.
and I don't want anybody to even have the extension.
And I don't blame you there. On my MT4 or MT5, there's a little box you can close. You close out the box down, and you don't see the trades. You don't see anything. You just see the chart.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Hold on, I'm gonna try something really quick.
There's like a little tiny little X there, all the way to the left.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not on. I'm on Thinkorswim.
Oh, I don't even.
I'm
know
on a
that.
whole different platform than you guys. So
Yeah.
let me try this and let me detach this
Think
chart.
or swim. I heard that. That's not you.
Detach.
That's.
Ooh, I got it, guys. Yay. You can't see my account number. Oh, I'm ready to share. I'm ready to share. All right. Here we go. Look, I went over here to the main screen. I hid all of my account information, which hid that, and then I detached the chart right here. And then now I can share my
real chart.
Oh, all right. You guys ready? Let's go. This just got fun.
Okay,
You
so
gonna share it on
I will.
the lounge or Mitch?
I'm gonna share it. I can put it on YouTube now. So here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. You guys can't see my account number. Yay. All right. Now I'm gonna share it on the Zoom. If Mitch unshares.
Now you gotta
Okay, here we go.
Okay, see ya.
Share. Host disabled participant sharing.
You've got this big box to the left there.
Hold on,
It
let me
doesn't matter.
go into my settings.
You're on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. That just says go look at Mitch's stream, but I'll put that back in a second. Okay, so Mitch, now did you enable sharing?
Enable.
Okay, go to your share screen. There's a little tab next to it, and it says multiple. Share multiple people or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now I can share. So let me make sure I pick the right one. How do I know which one's the right one? Oh, gosh.
It should highlight, right?
Hold on, weekly. There we go. Okay,
Give it a sec. Okay.
I think I got the right one. Okay, all right. So you guys are seeing my screen now. All right, here we go.
You're
Here's the
going
1
over to
minute
the 1
chart.
minute. Okay.
Here's the 1 minute chart. So I'm going to zoom in right here. All right. See this green line? This green line comes from way over here. Like, I don't even know how far back. My chart might not even go that far back. There you go.
You're on our thing, not Mitch's.
I'm not, it's fine. Mitch is watching what I'm doing. Okay, do you guys see where this price gap happened here? I'll zoom in. See that price gap right here?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So we marked that, right? This was Sunday. So then we fast forward. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Let me get rid of this, change my tool. Okay, so we fast forward to here.
Oh, you see, Michelle?
Yes?
If you went all the way up. If you went all the way up to the right, and you see, go back to where you were.
Oh, why did it go away?
Where I don't know. I went to a trading academy in West Palm Beach several years ago, and they call those footprints.
Ooh, all right.
They call there's a specific name for those, especially on the 1 minute, or you go down to even below like a 30-second chart or 5-second chart. They call those footprints, and you can track those. And I was told by a guy that traded in the New York Stock Exchange what to look for and where the market's going to go, where the orders are being picked up, just by looking at that one screen.
Isn't that crazy? Like, I figured this out by myself. My husband and I was like, let's start following this and seeing if it's a code, if it does anything. So when we came up today, this point right here, now it's not there anymore. I can put it back. there was a price gap, and we came all the way up, and we stopped on it. Let me find it again.
Stopped right on a dime, didn't it?
Yes. I mean, it was like, how do you move 100 pips and you stop right on that exact pip? What are we talking about? That's
It's
crazy.
called a footprint. Yeah, it's called a footprint. Yeah.
So let me see. Today we went.
I took them all off earlier.
We went down there, came up. So the footprint came from over here somewhere.
It might have been back from Dave.
Don't tell your broker this.
Oh, well.
I wouldn't say anything to the broker. I wouldn't say anything.
Well, and so here's what just happened. So we came
Oh,
up
I
here.
see a whole bunch of them right here.
Here
right
is
across.
a gap here. We came up, we turned on that gap, came down, we made a new gap, we went up.
Yeah.
Now we're coming back down. Now we might actually do this a little head and shoulders on a mini scale, and then come right back down to hit this. But I mean, if you go through, like, you kind of have to comb through to find them. We try
Yeah,
to
you
do it
have to
as the
listen.
chart prints. Like, I don't know if there's any over here. I don't know, because my husband's been looking.
I could see him. I could see him right here.
And
And
we can see.
Like sometimes within the next couple of candles, they'll close right back up.
Yeah, like here's a gap here, but it closed right away. So we don't track that. We only track gaps that have been open, that get left open.
you see, if you go back to the left a little bit, and you see these candles, it doesn't need hardly any candles, just a wick on them. And then you see nothing in between, and then you see them line up.
Yep.
They're stacking up on orders. Those are called footprints, and it'll go one direction or the other, depending on what they're doing.
See, and that's what I was trying to. So we used to mark these. Like, I had this little target marker. This isn't what it's for, but I used to mark these that it was like, if it made a footprint and it went down, then I would do this. And if it made a footprint and it went up, like, I don't know, let's just say that one went up, then I would go down. So I was going to try to track the up, up, down, the down, up, up. Like, is it like ones and zeros, you know, to see?
No,
if
that's
it was-
binary. No, that's not. That's binary. Ones and zeros are binary. No, it's not like that. It's how the banking institutions are pushing money. They'll
So-
stop. They'll stop and push the price one way. So when the market does open, they get a better price, and then they push it up.
Yeah, so at first I was a little nervous. Like, I'm like, if we discovered something, maybe I shouldn't mention it out loud.
Yeah, there's only a few people on this stream, right?
Oh yeah, but it's still a stream, and if I'm like, as long as it keeps working and I keep talking about it, but I just do get blown away at
They'll catch
how
on to it after a
accurate
while.
it is.
If a lot of people find out, they'll catch on to it after a while and make sure they close that up.
Yes, then they'll. Well, here's another thing they can do. Like, this is a current gold futures chart, but you can go over here and look at. There's more other, like, let me show you.
When you go to MGC, you have way more gaps.
Yeah, MGC is a micro. GC. So then you. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to hit enter. You go to futures. You type in GC. Brian, I can't with the dogs.
Yeah.
It's so distracting.
This is your chart, Michelle?
Yes. Okay, here we go. GC, and you go down. Enter. Oh my gosh. Of course it's not going to work. But you can see other futures that are out there. And so then I started thinking, man, they could hide these signals in other charts that haven't even happened yet.
They do.
Yes, I saw it.
Because I'm on a live stream, I'm not going to really say too much. But I could tell you a whole theme park of what they do.
Hey, we'll go offline and we'll have that conversation, because here's the thing. I call these things and I think people think I'm crazy.
You're not.
Like, thank you.
You are not crazy. You found it. You caught on to it. There's not many people that do.
I mean,
Okay, man, if we're going offline, then I'll join in, please, mate.
Steve's buying a ticket. We're gonna charge admission.
It's all for free. I don't charge nobody anything.
Please book a seat for me, man. I knew there's a reason why the cats woke me up at 4 a.m. There was a message for me. Awesome.
The cats they're on your side. It's like the force is working.
The force is working.
Well, something was working, huh?
It's interesting you actually learned this in a training.
Actual trading schools in West Palm Beach.
Really?
Called an online trading academy. Yeah, you can look them up. They're West Palm Beach.
So here's my question, because my broker, like surely my broker does not control gold. The way I understand it, they have a market maker that they farm out to that runs their stuff, and so I believe like who TD Ameritrade is who I use. TD Ameritrade is way bigger than Owanda and all of these other platforms. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay, so because they're bigger, they're like the big guy. Like my charts pull a lot more than if I was trading in Owanda with the same lot size. I'm not seeing the same over there as I'm seeing in TD Ameritrade. They see more of my stuff hands-on than they can see in if I was an Owanda account trading. Am I right?
You are correct.
And so they know.
I don't know. Jeez, where'd you learn this?
They know exactly where I'm at. They know where I'm margined at. They know how much money's in my account. They know where my stop losses are. They know.
They don't follow. They don't go after. They don't look at individuals. They look at everything as a whole.
Yes.
They look at everything as where is everybody. You can see how many buyers and how many sellers. So they can see on their system. They can see how many buyers they have. They can see how many sellers they have, and they can see what the prices are.
Oh, you guys are ready for this? Hold on. Oh, it's not going to work on gold.
What?
This is the level 2
Oh, you're
chart.
going to show them that?
Yeah, let me see if I put on AU.
See,
it doesn't work for Forex. But yeah, on stocks, this is the level 2 where you can see all the different exchanges and how many orders are out there. And I watch this. Can I just tell you, I'm like a cat studying this, like just staring. I watch the numbers go through. I watch the flow. I'll watch numbers go through and watch the chart never change. And I'm like, they're filling orders because I have this time and sale thing over here. You can watch the flow when high volume comes through, the blocks of orders are just going through, but yet the price is never changing.
Somebody said AJ said gold can go up to retest the highs.
Well, no, AJ's been calling 1830 for a while. I'm not saying he's wrong. I probably should have gotten out of this when I was in profit a few minutes ago, but we still have this gap down here now that I'm focused on. Okay.
I shouldn't have said anything about the footprint.
No.
Yeah, but you're right, though.
Honestly, look, my son and I bought this course from this guy, and we paid $3,500 for this course, and I don't know what it was called. I don't know, because it was not organized. Basically, this guy bought the course, and then he resold it to us, and when he gave it to us, it was just a bunch of files, and so we just started combing through the files, but in it, and this is from 2011, this guy really talked about, like, the market makers' moves, and don't try to fight it, like, find out how they trade and get in alignment with them, and that was really the whole gist of the course, but he was the one that was saying they know where you're positioned at. Because I've been pushed on a chart to margin levels, and then as soon as I close out, it will whipsaw back the other way. And I'm like, really? Just when I fix my margin situation, because I held my drawdown, now you're going to whipsaw, and I never would have been in margin to begin with. And it's happened so many times that I know they push people to those limits and they hold you there till you margin out, and then they'll release the price.
That's correct. Well, you're right on the money. That's no BS either. That is correct. And
this little old lady over here
and take them all out. Yeah, yes they do.
See, I'm telling you, it's like I watch this stuff so intensely. Anyway, and then I think like AJ will say, well, no, they don't care about your trade. They don't. I'm like, bullshit, they don't care about my money. They've gotten a lot of my money.
I was just getting ready to say that.
They don't. No. What they focus on is how many people are in this trade at what price. It's a group. It's just not one person. It's an overall. It's not one person. You're not singled out.
We didn't hit the
gap.
But
that's just that would be the liquidity grab, right? That's That's what that
No,
move is.
it's more than a liquidity grab. They're doing it deliberately.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
institutions. They're institutions. They do that delivery. How do you think they make their money? By taking everybody else's. They're
And
thieves. Greedy thieves.
Was that book that says, oh no, somebody told me this, said that the majority of the money that they make is off of retail traders.
That's correct.
Like, they don't steal it from each other. They steal it from the retail traders.
No, they steal it from each other too. Yes, they do. Yes, they put the squeeze on silver about a month or 2 months ago. Yeah, they do that.
Huh.
They do it from each other. They move money through the market, and they're now. Did you see what happened today? The huge drop today. They're pushing money off US 30, and they're moving it somewhere else because they know that the US dollar is going to be digital. That is coming out. It's called Nasara Jazara, and it's already there. I already seen the new money and all that. You can track this thing around the world, and it is going to be gold backed. There is something big coming in the market where it's going to drop like a rock. No
Do you
joke.
mind repeating what's it called again? That was so cool.
Nasara Jazara. Nasara is for the USA. Jazara is for the rest of the world. And the rest of the world is going to be on one global currency. This has been going on since, I don't know, before 9/11. But now it is all done. It's all signed. It's been signed. Now they're pushing it. And if you have Telegram, I can send it the whole link and stuff to you guys.
What's that going to do to the Fed?
Yeah, please.
There's no more Fed. There's no more Fed. It's done. And you're going to have Forex. The Fed is done. FBI, CIA, any three-letter agencies are all done.
That sounds like a far-fetched conspiracy.
No,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, it's not a conspiracy. It came from Donald Trump himself. You'll see in the next few days, 2-3 days, where he comes out.
There we go.
You'll see it. And everybody thinks that JFK is dead. He's not. Junior, he's not. That I have proof of.
Okay, what about aliens?
I don't know about that.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know about aliens. I don't know if it's true or Roswell's true. I don't know. I don't know about that. But there's.
Hey, I would love to read that link.
Well,
you
want
said you've
Star?
got something on Telegram that you could send?
Yes, I can, matter of fact.
I like reading conspiracy things.
It's not a conspiracy. It's all over the internet. Here, look. Let me see here. For example, if you went to go to Wikipedia and just type in Nasara, it'll explain it.
1 minute. Yay.
And here's another funny thing. I don't know if I should say this online or not. I'm not gonna say it on YouTube because it might get banned. There's some websites that can show you and what your birth certificates are worth and your social security numbers are worth.
Nisera.
No. It's Nesara. Nasara.
Proposed.
Yes. It's a National Economic Security and Reformation Act. And then this is all done and signed by Donald Trump before he left office.
But who put it together? Because he didn't obviously construct it.
No, he didn't construct it. It was constructed back in the late 90s. Because they forced
by Harvey Francis Bernard.
Correct.
Harvey Francis Bernard. Okay, I don't know who that is, but I'll choose to learn. Okay.
You'll learn a lot when you start going through some of this stuff and why the market's doing what it's doing, because it's not normal. It is not normal.
No, it's not.
You don't see the 10-year bond, the U.S. dollar, and everything, and gold. Usually the dollar goes up, gold goes down.
Right.
This is the first time I've ever seen this. They all dropped. So something's being moved.
And yet again, Michelle noticed that. Michelle, how cool. Yeah. Sorry, Michelle pointed that out, and that DXY and gold were moving concurrently, and I was like, how can that be? And then I checked, and I'm like, wow, that's odd, because they always work against each other, right? So okay, that makes sense.
Even the 10-year bond does that.
Okay.
And usually Bitcoin took a dump today too. Usually they kind of correlate with each other. Bitcoin and gold, they kind of go, yeah, they're not exact, but Bitcoin and gold, they were both of them. They all dropped. Everything dropped. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's all very suspicious for sure. And the little guy is probably going to get be the one that's going to get slammed.
Correct. But the other thing that I did hear is that they're not going to get rid of Forex. Forex is not going. It's just the Fed is going to go. I would tell you more offline. I don't want to say.
So if you're one currency, how do you have Forex?
No, it's not one currency. It's one global currency that is equal to the almost as equal to the dollar. Not exactly. Like it would take 3,700 pesos, Colombian pesos, for $1 US. It won't be 3,700. It'll be down to maybe 1,000. Let's say, for example. It won't be what it is.
So, what are your thoughts on the vaccine?
Oh, let's not go there right now. We're on.
Oh my gosh, because I have my own thoughts, and I have a feeling you and I might align.
My two kids, one is 20, the other one's 22, and they both had a vaccine, and they are having problems, and I'm very upset about it. And they're in the USA. I'm not there, and I was upset that their mom made them do it. But.
Oh, and the fact that they're vaccinating like small children, like it's just.
That's unconstitutional. How the hell can you do that?
It's just. But the Constitution only applies to the U.S., and then they try to control you by restricting your travel or your access, or they try to leverage you by enticing you. Like some employers are paying their employees to get the vaccine. So you start thinking, why does my employer care if I have the vaccine?
It's about money.
And if I've already had COVID, why do I want a vaccine? I've already had COVID.
You still believe that? Do you remember you're probably around, you've been around the early 2000s, right?
Yes, I'm 44.
Well, you sound a lot younger. They sound like you're like 20 something years old.
I have a son that's 26 that trades on here with us.
Oh, that isn't Cody, is it?
Yeah, Cody's my son.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I get that a lot. People actually honestly think Cody and I are in a relationship when we go out together. I'm like, no, that's my son.
Amazing. There's some thing. Once we're off YouTube, I don't want to get your channel banned or nothing. Because
for anybody watching YouTube, I'm turning it off.
Okay. I don't think there's anyone there. They're sleeping. Okay, let's go.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but I still don't want it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Shit, I only got like 6 followers. They could ban mine. I want the publicity right now. Let's see if it
it's
booms.
on Michelle's too.
So I'm stopping my stream.
Yeah, she got 1,000. I don't got that many.
There's a lot of subscribers, and I don't want to get her banned.
End stream. I'm offline. Mitch, are you still live?
Yeah. I got 69 people. I you know.
Wait. Do you have 69 people watching your stream right now?
No. I think there's like 5.
No, it doesn't matter because your video will stay on there and people can watch it back.
No, YouTube will go through it. No, I'm telling you, they're going to go through it. I know what they do.
They go through it.
Mine's, I just shut mine down.
Yes, sir. There's
I want to know. I want the goods. Mitch
is still online. I don't really want to talk about it until it's no offense. I'm not.
All right, well, we can have a side conversation. I needed to end my stream anyway because Mitch, once you go so many hours, well, you're still good. I don't know when we started streaming because I was asleep, but anyway. All right, no, I would love to have these conversations. My sister, oh my gosh, like fills my head. Honestly, it becomes overwhelming as an independent private person that you just start to go, what can I do about it? Like, I just have to stay in my lane, live my journey, be the best person I can to make my imprint on the world, because all of this other stuff, it's like what's happening that none of us can really control.
No, it's God is in control. You just have to accept that. God's going to take care of all the stuff off the earth and all the garbage that's been going on, the cabal and the whole thing. That's not. I've been in the military for quite a few years, and I know what goes on. And I've seen a lot of things around the world. I'm outside the country right now. I'm in South America,
Okay.
And I see stuff. I've been in Afghanistan, Iran. I've been pretty much everywhere. Korea, not Korean War, but I've been to South Korea for some power issues or whatnot. And Japan for their mishap for their friggin' reactors, but whatever. But some of this stuff that's out there, some of it's garbage. It's the left putting out the garbage, the right. There's more good than there is evil. And let me tell you, we're trying to get rid of the evil ever since the 1933, where the government went bankrupt. It's not garbage. It's not conspiracy. It's actual fact. It's history. So that's when they stopped back in the U.S. dollar with gold. And then Nixon had a nice little free-for-all in 1972 with that. Definitely not back in the dollar with gold, because we're going to go back to the gold standard. So anyway, I don't want to get off track here. So you want to know more about what this vaccine is? You still online, Mitch? Is he still with us?